Okay, coming back. Excellent.
We're getting professional at this one.
Very good present.
Right, as people are still coming back on, but we're running out of time, so let's get part 2 going. And we've got some exciting speakers lined up for this next session as people join in with us again. And the first one, as we said, personal development and the fact that this is a business all go hand in hand. And we have an expert that is going to lead us now in how to set goals for your life and your business. Because if you don't set those goals, if you are one of the 97% of people who don't set goals, you will be working for one of the 3% of people who do set goals. So, Vic, please take it away. You're on.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, as you know, my name is Vic Bender. For those who don't know me, I'm Vic Bender. Sean brings up an interesting point there. In 1997, 1984, they did a study in Harvard Business University, and this was on graduates of MBA. And the question was asked of certain graduates, have you got clear written down goals for your future, and have you made plans to how to achieve them? And the answers were that 3% of those graduates had made plans for their future, they'd written them down. 13% had goals, but hadn't actually written them down. And 84% had no goals. All they want to do is get out of the varsity and go and have a job. So 10 years later, they revisited all those graduates and interviewed them again. And the 13% on average were earning twice as much as 84%. 84% who had set no goals. So the 13% was earning twice as much. But the 3% who had written down clear goals were on average earning 10 times as much as the 97% altogether, which means that obviously the difference was the clear written down goals. So that wasn't just an intercession. So obviously it's important. So one of the greatest discoveries of our modern time was that the power of your mind has the ability to change your life and change every aspect of your life. Everything in your life started out as a wish or just as a thought, and eventually progressed to become a goal, from a dream to a goal, and started having dates set. And you know, if you take one of the very basic goal-setting creatures in the world, if you take a racing pigeon, you know, they take those racing pigeons and they drop them off in Lidritz Bay and Walvis Bay. You know, if you ever watched that, the first thing they do when they let them out is they all circulate, they fly up in the sky, about 3 circles, and in that time they set their goals and they take off. 3 days later, they're in Durban, in their same loft they came from. And I think that's the prime example of goal setting at the really very basic level. So it's very important. In fact, it's critical that we also set goals in our life. And I think it's actually essential. So before you get down to a goal setting session, I think one of the things you should do, and it actually should be a first goal, is that you must, just as you detox your body, thanks to Sally, you also need to detox your mind, because your mind gets clogged up with a lot of rubbish as well. One of the biggest enemies of success, of goal setting, is a negative mind, a negative mindset, negative emotions. You know, so negative emotions and negative mindset can do more harm than good. So you need to, as a primary goal, I would say, first, make up your mind, set your goal to never have any negative thoughts. Don't even use that word. There's no such thing. So then, all right, press on here. I've got some. Obviously, goals should be set in 2 areas of life. We talk about lifestyle goals and business goals. Life goals are what you're going to do personally in the next 6 months, 1 year, 3 years, whatever it is. Your time period may not be the same as my time period. I see short-term goals as 1 year, as 1 month. You may not. You may see them as 1 week. But you know, every day of your life, if you think about it, is a Coleman. So I've got a fly here. Is a every day of your life basically consists of a lot of mini goals being set subconsciously by yourself and achieved subconsciously. If you think about it, you wake up in the morning, then you get up in the morning, then you clean up in the morning, and then you eat up in the morning, and then you get out and start your day. But each of those stages was actually a mini goal and a mini goal achieved. So in our life in general, we do achieve a lot of our goals on autopilot, as you would call it. That's fine for subconscious goals, but in actual fact, for your life, you need to set real goals in life. And goals are individual. I can't tell you in your personal life what you want out of life, and I can't tell you what you want in your business life. But what you should do is you should find a little quiet corner one day. It's the start of a new year, possibly a good time to do it, and sit down with a pad and have a serious talk to yourself. I mean, I know we talk to ourselves most of the time, and most of the time we talk rubbish to ourselves. But if you sit down and have a serious chat to yourself about what you actually want in those areas, what do you want in your life, and what do you want in your business? Once you know with clarity what you want, you need to write those things down firstly as a dream. Then you need to look at it very carefully. You need to put a date next to each one. What the Boffin suggests is that you actually have a goal chart on your wall, like a dream chart. And the reason being that as you achieve those goals, you can actually write them off. You can tick them off as you do tick your goals or your dreams off as you achieve your dreams. Because in reality, a goal is only a dream with a date on it. Now, unfortunately, in real life, things come along. As we know, COVID came along last year, and I think it blew a lot of people's dreams out of the water. You don't change your goals. You don't change your dreams. You change the date of achievement. In other words, you have to reassess your position, and you put down a new date for what you want to achieve when you want to achieve it. But you don't change what you want. So I think in specifically in personal development, the goals can be to read a good book. I know our personal development group, they read a book. They read every morning. They read through a book of some sort. And you also may want to watch good DVDs. And you may set a limit. You want to watch certain DVDs or maybe 10 DVDs a week or whatever it is. But that's how you develop your mind. You need to perhaps think about doing your own presentations. I know there's a few of us who do presentations. But in the old days, we had training on that, and everybody would actually go through training and then get the right to do presentations. And perhaps we should look at that again. But people need to be looking at it's develop self-confidence. If you can do a presentation online or offline, it means that you have achieved something in your personal life. You sort of know what you're doing. So in business, your goal should obviously be to achieve your next step. I think that should be everybody's goal. Much more difficult than it sounds like. It's very easy to say achieve your next step. But you need to look at where you are realistically, look at where you want to be, and break that down into bite-sized chunks. Because if you set a massive goal in your business, I want to be director in 2 months' time, it's actually very unrealistic, and all you're going to be is disappointed. So you need to look at a decent time frame for a thing like that. You know, if you want to put down 6 months or so, fine, but don't try and break yourself in it. If you break down that directorship into simpler sessions, I want to be a senior manager, whatever, and put some sort of time frame to that, and then put some sort of business plan to work toward that. It doesn't help just to have the goals if you haven't written down some sort of plan to achieve them, because then that's like flying by. And, you know, if you're riding in a very thick fog, I come from an area up in Northern Natal where the fog in the morning and some mornings was absolutely so thick you couldn't see a hand in front of your face. when you drive in those conditions, no matter how well oiled the machine is, no matter how good your car is, no matter how mechanically sound it is, you still drive very, very slowly because you can't see where you're going. And if you are living your life like that without knowing where you're going, then it's about the same thing. You're going to go a lot slower than you would go if you knew where you were going. A very simple question that people should ask themselves is, if I don't have some idea of where I'm going, how am I going to know when I get there? So you need to set these intermediate goals, which are obviously the short and intermediate or short, medium term goals, which will lead you up to your main goal, which is your long-term goal. And then just set down a plan, and maybe it's to build the right width, the right depth, whatever it is. Get a chart, put it on your wall, write down, this is what I need to do. I need 10 distributors. And just saying I need to sign more distributors by the end of the year, that's not a goal. How many distributors you want? What kind of distributors you want? I need to sign 10 super good, efficient distributors by the 10th of December. That's a goal. So that's the kind of thing you need. You need to be more specific in your goals. Being wishy-washy, you're going to be wishy-washy and trying to achieve them. So goal setting is good. Goal getting is better. And the only way you get goals, you achieve them, is if you get down to do the action. You have to take the action. You should link all your goals together. They should be related to each other. It doesn't help to have these shotgun scattered goals, because then you'll be working all over. And contrary to what everybody says, not even females can multitask to that level. So you need to try and focus on what you want down to one level. So yeah, as I said before, find a quiet corner, sit down, talk to yourself. If you get an answer, then you've got a problem. But talk to yourself and think about what you want in life, what you really want in life. Because I've been reading a book called the Law of Attraction. And one of the things they teach you is to ask what you really want. Because most of us think we want this and we think we want that, but maybe we don't. Maybe that's something that you don't really want and you can bypass it. Certainly if it's not helping your business in any way right now, at this stage of my life, if it's not going to help my business, I don't want it. So I've had to have a good look at myself and decide this year exactly where we're going. One of the things that I'm doing is basically my electrical business is winding down. I'm going to spend more time in this business because I think it's about at that stage of my life. But what you want out of your life is up to you. Just get it clear in your mind. Write the goals down. Put them up where you can see them. Don't hide them in the drawer somewhere where you can forget about them. Stick them on the wall where you can see this is what I want. You can tick off progress marks on it. A lot of ways to do it. The point is you need to get out there, have some fun, but also be serious about this goal setting game in both your life and in the business. Thanks, folks. Thanks, Sean.
Wow.
Excellent. Thanks very much, Vic. That was brilliant
Well done.
and
Lovely.
excellent food for thought.
Thank you,
Right.
Vic. Well
This
done,
is a
Vic.
business that I know some of us are running part-time, some of us are running full-time, but it is a business and it needs to get planned accordingly. And we all have busy lives, whether we are working full-time or not. So Jenny P, you are going to teach us exactly how to plan your day with our busy lives so that we can not have the problem of having time run away from us and end up getting frustrated because we're not doing the things that we need to be doing. You've got about 7 minutes. Take it away.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Jenny Potter from Eastern Cape, and it's raining beautifully. So we're all happy. Hopefully the tank gets filled up. Yes, I've been asked to talk about learn how to plan your day with our busy lives. And I must admit, for all these years of near life, I haven't really planned my day. But suddenly, thank God for Acres again. I've been to Acres 3 times, and this time it hit home that you need to plan. Otherwise, you plan to fail. So, when you plan your day, it does many things for you. It relaxes you. It increases your focus. It gives you clarity on what you must do. And it boosts your productivity. So how do I plan my day? As Vic very nicely said, I've written it down. Wake up, get up, clean up, and I didn't write down the fourth one. So that's what you've got to do. But you've got to write these things down. So the night before, what I do is at night time, I take my diary and I write my diary of everything that I've done during the day of importance. Who I've spoken to, who's spoken to me, what did I do with my business, what did I do in my life? And then I write a to-do list. And the to-do list is, as Nelly taught us at Acres, from the time that your alarm goes off, 5 o'clock, I wake up, I go make coffee, I drink a glass of water, I read my Bible, I do my daily devotions and I WhatsApp them. I WhatsApp or I plan the accountability WhatsApp and I send that to the group. I then check Facebook just for half an hour. I check Facebook, I check emails, I read a few pages of a book, and then I go for my 5-kilo walk. And I've set these plans, goals, early morning goals. And you get into a routine, it becomes a habit. And I remember the one night I didn't do my diary. It actually worried me during the night. And the next morning, the first thing I did was do yesterday's diary just to get myself back up to speed. I never used the diary. I now have a planner. And in the planner is also my success tracker. And every night I fill in my success tracker just for the day what I've done during the day. Because if you do it tomorrow, you've forgotten who you've spoken to today. And in that accountability, I also remind myself and others to follow up with people, to talk to 2 new people, to follow up with team. It's more for myself than for the group that I do it, because it's a daily reminder of what you do. So to plan your day, long as your start of your day is well planned and well disciplined, and the end of your day is well planned and well disciplined. I normally listen to a podcast or watch a video, a motivational video. And in the evening, I read a few pages of a book as well, because we're supposed to read 10 pages a day, so 5 in the morning and 5 at night. And then I fill in my success tracker and I go to bed. So long as your beginning of the day is planned, long as the end of your day is planned, the middle part will sort itself out, because your day has been planned, set already. Your focus has already been set by who you're going to be phoning, who you're going to be follow up, which of the team are you going to follow up with, and what are you going to be doing during the day. You've already set it this morning before you even leave your bedroom. So you know what you're going to be doing during the day. Life happens, and as Vic says, don't scratch it off your daily goal list. Move the date. Do it tomorrow. But try and be consistent and get into a habit. To fill in a diary is not an easy thing. It's a habit that needs to be developed. To read a success book, a motivational book, is also a habit. We must plan to do it, and we must do it, and eventually it becomes a habit, and you just do it. So how do I plan my business during the day? I plan in the morning, plan in the evening, and the rest of the day does its thing. And it normally falls in. And I've realized this last month that I've started doing this, that wow, I can tick off my to-do list at night more things than I could do before. And so those plans are very, very important. Get yourself a good diary, Get yourself a good diary or a good notebook and write out your diary, write out your to-do list and follow it carefully. Be accountable to yourself before you're accountable to others. And then your day will be successful. And don't be upset with yourself if you haven't followed up as you wanted to do. Tomorrow you can do it again, but make sure you do it all by the end of the week. Thank you. I think I was too short, but I'm fine.
Excellent. Thank you very much. That was brilliant.
Well done. Fantastic.
Yes.
Very good.
If we do not control time, time will control us. So it's time to control the 8 hours that will 8 to 16 hours that you are awake more efficiently. Right. Now, this is a fun business. It's not a staid, nasty job. We don't like jobs. We want to get out of jobs. And because we are in a business of our own, quite often we need the encouragement to take responsibility for that business. And the fun part is now, because in your job, you probably aren't recognized for any of the things that you've done. Maybe the things that you did wrong or the things that you didn't do, you might get recognized for, but that's not fun. That's not pleasant. In this business, we like to have fun. And this is where Debbie's favorite part comes in, and she gets to recognize all of those who have taken the business seriously and done things with themselves this month or this past month. Debbie, all yours.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Sean. Hi, everyone. I'm very impressed with the turnout this afternoon. Fantastic. Well done. You guys are serious about your business. Also, you're serious about money. They say if you just save a few pennies and a few cents, the rands will come. It amazes me how people who have a challenge in money don't put in their little retail sales. I mean, it's only a few rand here or there, but it all adds up. Also, our incentives, those little 200 rands here and there's 50 rands there, they add up. And then, of course, you've got your 500 club. Those all add up. So I'm hoping that every single person on this program this afternoon are Eagle Team members, because Charlie shares his money with everybody as well. So now let's crack on. Cesar, I will come to you at the end if you don't mind, and then you can do your recognition. All right. Okay. So we got new distributors. They're not on here yet. They need to be educated. So we did get new distributors. We had managers step up to manager. That was exciting. I can name Erin Norkia. She stepped up. Then we've got qualified senior manager, Barry and Liz Keane. Well done. Well done, Barry and Liz. But before I carry on any further, I want you to I want to see you. So video, put yourself in a video if you are senior managers and below. Senior managers, so that's managers and senior managers, just unvideo yourself or video yourself so we can see you. Yay, well done. Hi. That's fantastic. Great. We love you guys. We know you guys can do it because you're on this chat. So fantastic. Well done. Okay. Now, if you want to hide yourself again, you can. All right. Then we've got qualified directors. Now, before we go any further, a qualified senior manager can earn anything up to 3,000 Rand. Now, 3,000 Rand extra in this environment of our pandemic, whatever we're going through at the moment, is a lot of money. I can't believe that if you get COVID, they give you, I think, 350 Rand. I mean, that's not even going to buy you a day's groceries. So yeah, 3,000, fantastic. Okay, it can even go higher depending on your organization. Then we've got our qualified, we've got our directors, which is Jenny Potter and Ina Jadon. And I see both Ina and, of course, Jenny. Well done. Well done. And then qualified directors. Qualified directors are those people who get 4,000 points every month. Those are called Emerald directors. And they are very important in a team. So you need to develop your team to get to Emerald directors. And that's Jenny Holiday, Linda Foster, Sean Thorncraft, and Vic and Dawn Bender. Yay! Well done. Well done, guys. Okay, then you go to Sapphire directors. Sapphire directors is if you are a qualified director and you've got one person underneath you that's also a qualified director, and your organization is 10,000 points. And that is a Sapphire director. Now we've got some vacancies there, so we're waiting for you guys to come up. But I'm sure that this year we're going to crack quite a few Sapphire directors. Then you get to Ruby director. Now Ruby, before I go on, qualified directors, Emerald directors, they can earn anything from 10,000 to 15,000 Rand a month, depending on your organization. Now, I'm sure all of you that are on here can find a way or a usage for an extra 15,000 Rand. Am I right? Would it help you? And all you have to do is just do a little bit more than what you're doing. Okay, where was I? That's your qualified directors. Then you get your Sapphire directors. Then you get your Ruby directors. Your Ruby directors is where you get 3 qualified directors underneath you. And you must be qualified. Don't forget that you have to be qualified. And that's what's so scary, because when you're developing your directors underneath you, you could quite easily forget about yourself. And you end up maybe not qualifying, and you could miss out on 20,000 Rand. And nobody wants to do that. And we've got Ruby directors on our afternoon meeting. That's Dr. Eddie and Cesar Nambasi. Well done. Well done. And then, of course, John and I. So thank you, team. And I'm sure Cesar also thanks her team for that. Then I'm going to go on to, before I go on any further, Cesar, would you like to do your recognitions as far as that's concerned?
Yes, please. I'd like to first of all recognize new distributors, and I'm privileged to have one of our 3 new distributors. Eddie and I signed up 3 new distributors this month. So we've got our masks, but the one that I'd like to recognize who's on the call now is Jordan Beth Erlang. There you are, Jordan. You can say hi. Thank you, and well done on coming on. Yes, welcome on going through all your challenges to be on the call. And she's the one of the 3 that has been on the call. Then we have a guest that I really need to introduce you, Bernie. Bernie Adams is on the call as well. If you want to show your face.
Hi.
Yeah, hi.
I don't know how to show my face.
All right, Bernie, we can see your name.
Yeah.
Hi.
But I'm excited that she's really happy about what she's seeing here. Then we don't have any managers on the call, and I'm trying to remember whether we had any new managers. Yes, we had a new manager, but she's not on the call, unfortunately, so we'll move right on to recognize the 2 senior managers on the call right now, and that is Nokuzola Lamini and Sandile Numalo. Both of them are on the call. They are senior managers. And then the director that gave us, oh, there is Sandile. Hi. The director is not on the call, but Senzo and Nono, whom you all know, qualified as directors this month, and we hope they can keep it up to get to Emerald. They had dropped a little bit, so they have to do 3 again to get the Emerald. And as Debbie said, we have so many vacancies for Sapphire Director, so many vacancies for all the rubies. And yeah,
Okay.
that's it. I think
Well
that's
done.
it.
Thank you. Thank you. And then we've got our retail sales, quarterly retail sales. And I'm very happy to say that our senior manager, Samantha Human, who's on the call, got 1,000 Rand. Well done, Sam. Well done. Yay. And then we've got our director, and Samantha came third with the qualified senior managers. And then director Jenny Potter came third with 1,250. She got the 1,000, then she got 250 for starting someone with over 100 PV. And then Sean Thorncroft came fourth with 750. All these little bits add up. Fantastic. Put those together for your convention at the end of the year, and you don't have to pay a cent. It's all here. Charlie's paid for you. So yeah, that's the retail sales. It's quarterly. So get your sales slips, put them all together and send them in. The next one, of course, will be April, January, February, March. So by the end of March, you should know your sales. So send them in nice and early. Okay, then we've got our 500 club. I know that Cesar said she had a challenge with the retail, and I think Dawn did as well. Dawn, if you want to chirp in, please do. Right, 500 clubs. We've got, and it's unfortunate, Jane Willard is 50 Rand. She's not on, so she doesn't get. I haven't seen her on any of the other Eagle Team chats. So that is Charlie's incentive, okay, stipulation. Ansi, I see you here, Ansi, 50 Rand, well done, Ansi. Then Barry and Liz, 50 Rand, well done. Lynette's not here, but I do know that Lynette is having challenges with internet at the moment, so we'll give her 50 Rand, well done. Mandy Roberts, yay, Mandy's here. Well done, Mandy. 70 Rand, Mandy. 500 personal points. Well done. I'm going quickly now. I'm running out of time. Samantha, 50 Rand. Well done, Sam. Well done, Samantha. And then, of course, we've got our directors. If you don't qualify as a director, then you only get 50 Rand or 70 Rand, depending on 2,000 or 3,000 points. Jenny Potter, 70 Rand. Ina Jordan, 70 Rand. Well done. And then we've got our qualified directors, Jenny Holiday, Linda Foster, Sean Thorncroft, and Rick and Dawn Bender all get their 100 Rands. Well done, guys. With this 500 club, for the people that are on here, you have to open up a savings account, and you put your money in the savings account, and you match what your qualified director or your director gives you. So if your director gives you some 100 Rand, you must put in 100 Rand. That's 200 Rand. I'm going to just quickly ask some people how much you've got in your savings. Jenny Potter, how much have you got in your savings? Plus minus.
15,000.
15,000. Well done. Sally, how much have you got?
Very little.
Very little. Because you see, you're building now. At the end of the year, I'm going to ask you again, Sally, and I'm going to see that there's going to be a big difference. Okay. I don't know who else would like to share, but I know that the directors, Jenny Holiday, Linda Foster, and ourselves, I know that we have all got quite a bit in there. So we've been around a long time. We've been qualifying a long time. So you can just work it out, 200 Rand every single month in your account. And of course, you're now getting bank charges of probably the same amount. So it works out very, very nicely. Okay. Cesar, any 500 clubs? Do you do 500 clubs?
Yes. On the call right now are both Nokuzola and Sandile. Sandile got over 500 points with his team, as did Nokuzola. So they each get 50 Rand.
Well done.
from us.
Well done. Fantastic.
And then myself and Eddie got 100 Rand from Upline.
Well done. Well done. Fantastic. Well done, guys. Thank you, Sean. You can take it away.
Thank you very much. Yes, people, if you put in the effort, you get rewarded. It's worth it. We earn money not just from sales. I don't like the word sales. I'm not really not a very good salesman myself, but share the products. You're going to earn a bit of profit. And as you can see, the company actually pays out significantly more than what you're going to earn from any profits that you're going to have. So thanks everybody for contributing to this amazing ADT. It's been brilliant. Thank you to all the presenters. You guys did a brilliant job of staying on time. Thank you for that. We do appreciate it. It makes life a lot easier. And let us go on. We've got big challenges ahead. We've got a lot of people out there who are desperate to stay healthy and to get healthy. We've got the products for it. Even though we've got some challenges in getting those products in at times, we've got the products. Our company has got our backs. They're there to support us and to help us to take our businesses to the next level. Let January be your best month for 2021 and grow on there from there. So every month, your challenge is to improve. So your target this month, you know what your target is, qualify, and next month, take a step, qualify plus.
Well done,
And
Sean.
remember, if you always do what you've always done, you will always get what you've always got.
Okay, thank you,
Have a great
Sean.
week.
Can we just say that tomorrow night at 7 o'clock and Tuesday at 7:30, we've got our Zoom meetings. Thank you, Linda, for a fantastic program. Well done. Fantastic. Thanks, Sean, for being a fantastic MC. Bye, everybody.
Thanks, everybody. We're going to be cutting in a second.
Thank you very much. Appreciate.
Thank
God
you.
bless. Bye.
Thank you. Bye, everybody. Bye.